Good morning, Bronson and Mary. How are you doing today? And welcome back, Bronson, to your very own learning channel with Coral. Okay, so this week we're just going to change tack a wee bit. We are going to use some programs that I am really sure that you know because you showed me how to use them when we've been working at school. So let's just go through a few ideas that I thought would be cool for you. So I'll just read this email out as well, Bronson. Okay, so it says, "Hi Bronson and Mary, I have copied in Mr. K and Karen to keep them in the loop so that they can see what we are learning, and also then they can add any cool ideas if they have them." So that just means that I have sent a copy of this email and this video to Karen and to Mr. K because they might have some cool ideas for your program too. And also then when you go back to school, they might ask you to do something and you'll be like, well, I've already done it when I was at home on my learning channel. So that's why I've done that. And so I thought this week we could work on some things about money because I know you're really interested about money and you started actually doing a program with Karen. So the first thing I thought we could do would be make a PowerPoint, because I know you know how to do that because you made that awesome one about your trip, about identifying New Zealand money. So identifying means that you can name each note and each coin in the New Zealand currency. And currency is another word for money, and different countries have different types of currencies. So in Japan, they have a different currency to New Zealand. So we call ours the dollar, and in Japan, they call theirs the yen. Crazy, eh? There's lots of different types of money in the world. So what I would like you to do is this week, it doesn't have to be done by today, but by Friday, I would really like it if you could find images off the internet of all the notes and coins, the New Zealand ones, and to label each one. I would also like you to add any interesting information or description about them. I want you to see if you can see what the images are on each coin or note. You might have to use your iPad to zoom in on some of the pictures, but I know you're really good at that. I want you to make a note. What are some of the colours of the coins? What are some of the colours of the notes? Are some bigger than others, or are they all the same size? And maybe, who are the people on the money? Or what is on the money? Is it horses? Is it New Zealand birds? Now, I know you probably know some of these answers already. That is really good. I just wanted to make sure that before we start our money program, that you know all of the New Zealand money. And then we can get into the more fun stuff after that. Because coming up, I'll just give you a sneak peek of what I'm planning to do later on for next week, is I've actually got these really cool money worksheets that we're going to do. So I just need to make sure first that you know what all of these are. And I'm sure you do, and you'll be able to do the PowerPoint really quickly. But next week, you will be able to, I'm going to email these awesome worksheets to you, and then you'll be able to use your iPad in PDF, and you'll be able to actually use your Apple iPen to add those up. I think you're going to love it. Okay, let's get back to what we're doing now though. So that's the first thing I would like you to do, is I would like you to make me a PowerPoint. Now, I'm not really worried how many pages you use, whether you just write one word on each page. Like it could be, if there's a bird on it, you could type, you could type the type of bird. If they're a person, you could research who the person is and then just write their name. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be lots of writing, but just so that when you come to use your money, you'll be able to think, oh, that's right, that is a copper coin, and that means it equals 10 cents. Or that coin is bigger than the other coins. Oh, that must mean it's 50 cents. Because you're going to be buying some cool things in your lifetime. And we need to make sure that you know exactly how to use that. So let's get back to it. Right, so the next thing I would like you to do is I would like you to do some typing practice. Now, I know you've got 2 different programs that you like, and I think you preferred to use GhostType because it was a bit bolder and easier for you to see. So I would actually like you to aim to do 30 minutes a day. You can put on your timer on your iPad, and you can just go through the program on GhostTyper. And I reckon you're going to get really good at it, and I reckon you're even going to be faster than me, and we can even have a challenge if you like. Now, the reason why I want you to get some typing practice in is that I was talking to Linda, and Linda was actually thinking that you are probably going to need a computer for high school. So she just said it's really important though that you have excellent typing skills before that happens. Okay, so we're actually going to focus on typing while you're at home, and we can do some Braille and some activities, but our focus is going to be on typing because I think it's really important that you have those skills for high school. And also I think it would also be a good idea to get some better technology for your Braille as well. So because you've learned all the alphabet, I'm going to apply for a new, like a Braille computer. Okay, so right, anyway, that wasn't about the program. So anyway, you've got your PowerPoint, you've got your 30 minutes a day with your typing practice. Then you've got your reading on Epic. Now, Mr. K tells me that you've been doing that, which is fantastic because he can see how much you're doing. You might already be doing this, but I would like you to do your reading with a purpose. When you're reading, I want you to really think about who were the characters in the story and what was the story about. Can you summarize it? Can you tell me some of the main things that happened in the story? Maybe how some of the characters were feeling and why they were feeling that. Also, what happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end. So when you choose a book on Epic, I want you to think, now, why am I reading this? Because I'm going to tell a family member or a friend something about this story. Okay? The reason why we do that is it actually helps our brain absorb what we are reading about more. Because it's good to read, just reading for practice, but it's even better to read with a purpose. So just have a wee think about it at the start. Why am I reading this? Who are the characters? What am I going to tell Mary about with this story? Okay, and lastly, we are going to start learning how to write emails using VoiceStream Writer. And so this week, that's really going to be about me and you getting you up to speed if you already don't know how to do it, so that you can do your writing and email it to other people. And this week, that might just start with being me as we get it up and going, but next week you might be able to email other people, like some of your friends in class, and you could end up emailing them back and forward and writing about what you've been doing while we've been at level 4. Okay, so I've done enough yabbering now, but I'll continue to touch base with you. Okay, you take care, and don't hesitate to call or text me anytime.